What's up, fish people? Unknown Fish Guy here. Coming at you this week with a little talk about my giant Amazon sword. It looks giant here in the tank. I mean, it's not really a giant Amazon sword because some of the Amazon swords get up to like 30 inches, maybe a little bit bigger. This guy's about a foot, maybe the tallest leaf, but he's pretty big. He does pretty nice in the corner of the tank, you know. He's the big one in the middle. The two swords that are on the bottom that you see is compact swords. We'll talk about them at another date. They're not going to get nowhere near as big as the big sword in the middle. It is a true aquatic plant. I keep them housed in like a dirt substance. The Fluval gravel. It reminds me of a dirt substance. It's got a lot of nutrients and stuff. And he's been doing real good. Very big root growers. Giant Amazon swords can take over 75% of the tank. Maybe that's exaggeration, maybe not, but I've noticed in smaller tanks, depending on what your sizes are, can take a lot of ground space with their roots. They get very, very long roots. I've had some Amazon swords in another tank, a 25 gallon, and I had it directly in the middle. And his roots, when I pulled that thing out, because it started to die, roots was everywhere. I mean, there was so much roots. The roots had to be 2 feet, 3 feet long. A lot of the roots. So yes, it is a very root-heavy plant. It eats a lot of its nutrients it takes from the roots, is what I would say. I've noticed. So good roots, good substrate is great. You can use root tabs, you know, any under gravel fertilization for it. Dirt. They really thrive in a planted, dirted tank. The Amazon swords. They really suck up the nutrients from a dirted tank. This Fluval gravel I've been trying. It reminds me of dirt and stuff, so it's kind of similar. I mean, it's been doing very good. You can see it's very green and nice. And if you see in the middle, the very middle, which I'll show you here, you can see it's got some new leaf grow. Right there is one of the big leaves. If I go down the middle, you'll see if I get this one in focus here. You'll see some smaller leaf growth, a little bit to the right. To the left, there's some more growth in there. You know, there's one coming in from the, oops, sorry for the glare. Coming in from the bottom. So yeah, so there's some new leaf growing. However, so, you know, the leaves grow. It takes these about 2.5 weeks. The biggest one you see in the middle, that almost clearish looking one, they grow clear, and then I notice they darken up and get darker green when they get to their peak. You'll probably see some dead spots, some dead leaves. You'll see dead leaves time to time. People just cut them off at the stem, the closest to the root you can with the stem. Cut it right off. It'll grow back a new one. If you do leave dead roots, my bad. If you do leave dead stems, it slows the growth of the plant, and it also takes nutrients away from the good leaves because it's still feeding the dead leaf. Even though the plant leaf's dead, it's still trying to feed it as if it was alive. The plant don't know no better. I usually let the plant leaves on for a while, even the dead ones, until they get really, really dead, because my Armano shrimp, there's not too much algae in this tank for him to eat, so he likes to eat off the dead leaves. I'll see him picking off the leaf. Actually, here, I'll show you. I get close here, and I'll show you a little leaf here that he loves been picking on every night. I catch him out. Sorry about the bad quality. Let me see if I get a better angle here on this one. Right there, you see, he picks off the edge there, eating the loose leaf. You know, this one right here is a bad one, a bad leaf right there. I'll probably cut this one off. Let me back up a little bit here. Okay, yeah, that one's a bad one. So what I'll do is I'll take it and go all the way down here, find the stem of it, and then just cut it right at the edge of the stem, as close as I can to the bottom. Also, a quick fact, Amazon swords, for me, if you bury them, I don't know what you'd call it, but where the stems are coming out, right at the tip, the crown, I guess you can call it a crown, they start to die for me. So that's why you'll see I got the waiter on there, because they really start to float when they get bigger. But above the weight, you'll see some of the roots around there. You'll see right where the stems begin. That's how I like to keep the crown, I'll call it, right above the ground, the dirt level, or the substrate surface. To me, they seem to really thrive right there. So it's always nice. When I always put them in the gravel and stuff deep and bury them, they always die. So my advice, try to keep the crown up on them. Here's a side view of it. Oh, the focus, sorry about that. So it fills up the corner real nice, as you see. That takes over really, you know, Looks really good. I mean, I love them. You can put them in all sorts of pH, temperature range. I've had them in 82 degrees all the way up to 72. You know, I'm running the tank right now at 77. They're flourishing. Like I said, you can see the new growth on them. You know, one of my favorite plants. They're big. They're nice. They get nice coverage. Great for the fish to hide in. And that's about it. All I can say about that guy. Let me bring you around here. Put you back over here. I'll give you a full shot of him in the front. As you see, it's in the right corner. Fills out the corner really nice. You know, hides some tubes, hides heaters and everything. Takes your focus point off of the other stuff that's in the tank. And that's it. Comment, question, anything else I can try to answer for you. Next week or next video, we'll try to talk about the compact swords, and we'll move on and keep going, you know. Make a couple informational videos. But yes, I'll leave you with one video shot of the rainbows here. We'll talk about them someday too. Let me get a focus and look at this Boesmanis. Let me get them up close. Let me see if we get a good. Oh, that's no good. You know, it's so hard to get fish with an okay camera. I wish I had a lot better camera, but you know, there you go. You get to see some of the colors. There you go. You get to see the Boesmani now. There's the male, the female. So I can focus here. There they go. There's the female. You can see her. Yeah, we'll get more into Boesmanis later on. But there you go. Till next time. Comment, rate, and subscribe. Thanks.